Hello, family. Welcome to Linus Literature Library. So we are in chapter 5 of Redemption Road, written by Elma. Now, in this chapter 5, recap of chapter 4, we said Bendu Lewis meets Commander Cobra. The exchange words, and Bendu is still shocked because the last time she met Commander Cobra, it was during the war, and then she ran away from their camp. She was a subordinate, and then he was the commander of the gang she joined, or the fighter she joined. She was forcefully taken to join. Commander Cobra forcefully took her to join them. So then she gets series of dreams after meeting this person. This is this person that has altered her life, changed her life, made her different, sees the world differently. So she meets this one person, and then in her sleep, she dreams about him. In the dream, she recounts her moments with Commander Cobra, what they've been through, what she went through, at the point where men were brought to her to kill. She was given weapons and knives, etc. She was given a weapon to even kill these men whose hands have been tied tightly behind their backs. When they refused, she and the other women that were also being trained as combatants, when they refused, Commander Cobra just took a knife and sawed through. Says he sawed through his throat as if he was a goat. It said Commander Cobra, let me read. Cobra grabbed the knife from Bendu, tilted his victim's head back, okay, and sawed at his throat as if he were nothing but a goat. Blood gushed out and splashed all over Bendu, and she screamed and screamed until there was nothing but blackness. She even fainted. How could you kill a human being, behead a human being in that manner? As if it were nothing but a goat. So Bendu dreams her dreams again, even though there are a series of dreams she has. So when she woke up this time out, all sweaty, and she was filled with rage because everything she had been through came back to her in that dream. So in chapter 5, when Bendu woke up, Agnes was there knocking at her door. She opens the door, and then this is Agnes. Agnes comes in and asks, "Are you okay, my friend?" Because the way I look, someone who just had a dream, says, "Are you okay?" He said, all she did was tell Agnes, "You know what? I am going to get Commander Cobra. I am going to get him to answer for everything he did to me and to everyone he did it to. For he's going to pay for the inhuman atrocities caused to people." But then Agnes didn't like the idea. Agnes didn't buy the idea at all, because Agnes knew him, who he was. Whether he changed or not, who could tell? But to Agnes, this has to be in the past. So let me quickly move to chapter 6, so that we'll call this chapter off. We're going to meet in chapter 7. So chapter 6, Bendu tells Calvin, Siata, and Agnes that she wants to hold Commander Cobra accountable. So initially she told only Agnes, but then she happened to meet the other people around her sister, biological sister or elder sister, called Siata. Bendu meets Calvin. We all know Calvin. Calvin is the best friend of Benji. Benji is the elder brother to Siata and Bendu. Okay, so Siata and Bendu are siblings, biological siblings. So Bendu gets the three of them seated, Calvin, Siata, and then Agnes. For now, we've been introduced to Benji, but we are told Benji died during the war, during the coup. came. So during the first coup in Liberia. So Benji died then. But then Kelvin, Siata, and Agnes are seated. Bendu tells them the story. Tells them, you know what? I want to arrest Commander Cobra. I've seen that he's in town. I just met him. He appeared from nowhere. He mentioned my name. He knows me. And I want to hold him accountable. Now that he's in town, now that I see him, because I thought I would never see him. I ran away from Duluma. That was where their camp was. And I'm here. So to me, I'm thinking that I have to hold him accountable. Everybody's confused. Now, Calvin is saying, okay, so if he did this mean and bad things to people, killed people and all that, and you are able to identify him, why not just shoot him? Why not have people, just do justice? Yeah, take justice into their own hands and shoot him. But Bendu says, no, she's now a woman of the books. Bendu says, Agnes says, Bendu, this table you are shaking, it's not good for you. But she said, He says, this man is wicked. He's untouchable. You can't do anything to him. He was the leader of a gang, of a rebel. He's wicked. You've seen him kill people, mothers, fathers, children. He kills he just kills. He's the leader. He's just not a subordinate. He was the leader. He led his camp. Not 1 year, not 2 years. He led his people. He killed. He destroyed communities, villages, cities. He tore families apart. You can't just arrest this man. But at the end of the day, Agnes didn't agree. Shieta, who had traveled all the way to Obodoyibo, someone would say Obodoyibo, the Nigerians say Obodoyibo. Shieta left when there was a change in power, when the first coup happened. Shieta and her mother and father left Liberia, traveled to the United States. She's back, so she has all this Western mentalities and say, just hand him over to the police or the attorney or something. Let them do their work. This is not how the system works here in Liberia. We are in Africa, dear. Open your eye. So Sieta is all confused and says, if you want someone has done something bad, just hand him over. Call the police to pick him up or something. Why all this stress and calling all this meeting? But she wouldn't understand, would she? She lived there. She didn't experience the war. She wasn't here. Her parents took her away. But Bendu was still here because Bendu stayed with her grandmother, Granny May, when the whole thing happened. So the next time we meet, we're going to treat chapter 7. So it's getting more interesting. See ya.